EA Sports. It's in the game.
NASCAR Thunder 2004.
Kurt, spring 2002, you're at Bristol, Tennessee. You battle the competition, win your first Winston Cup race. And in the fall, you're at another short track, Martinsville, Virginia, trying to win another race. You got a guy on your bumper this time who's trying to win his first Winston Cup race. What was going through your mind?
Well, I knew how hungry I was on that first Bristol race, so just at Martinsville, it was the same scenario. You got a guy that's leading the race. Here comes the second place guy that hadn't won a race. And Johnny Benson, he's a class act. He's a little different than most guys who hadn't won their first race, but he's still going to race you just as hard. So we knew we had to stay footed and make the car solid.
And what he gave you a little nudge, nothing really too out of character for Martinsville. What'd you think when he hit you? Just think, is that it, or is he going to come with more?
No, I knew he was going to come with more, but that ended up being it, you know. And people have their different books as how they're going to race people, and I knew he would get to me, and I knew he'd bump me because I had wore my tires off to get by him earlier in that run. So now I'm put in a position for defense, and so he was on the offensive run. I knew it was going to be a great race at the end.
Kurt's playing defense. Let's line him up, go back to Martinsville, and try to get him the win again.
Okay, we gotta hold these guys off for the win. Passing low.
Bill, last summer you really got on a roll. You won Pocono, and then we loaded up and headed for Indy. Do you think you could repeat?
Well, I thought we had a pretty good shot because that's a car we tested real well with at Indy when we came back from Chicago. Had a real good test there. We ran a lot of laps. We learned a lot of things. We applied some of it to Pocono, and then we were able to apply the rest of it to Indy. And we felt like we had a decent car, but you never know until the flag falls on Sunday afternoon.
Like most NASCAR races, there's 10 to go, and you don't have the lead yet. You're racing hard with Rusty. Did you think you could get him?
Well, I felt like he had to make a mistake to finally get him, and he finally did. He drove off down into one pretty hard and got up, and then I was able to get up under him off two. Got him a little loose and got him off two there and beat him down the back straightaway. And that was the only way I was going to beat him because the way these cars are today, you get behind somebody, and if you follow them too long, your car gets a little tighter, and you can't get by them. But was able to pull it off.
How did it feel kissing those bricks? I've seen that done a few times.
I've kissed a lot of things, but not a brick, but it was pretty nice.
All right, the deal is you're behind Rusty and Kenseth with just a couple of laps to go. Let's see if you can get around them and get Bill Elliott the win. Get in the game.
You're back in third. Get up on that wheel and let's win this race. Number 12 is all over your back bumper. Number 17 bumped you. You're clear. No one outside. is still there.
Be careful, you're using up those tires.
Clear on both sides. Number 17, down low. The 17 car is still there.
That damage will slow you down a little. Be patient.
All clear, buddy.
One lap to go. The white flag waves, and we are on our final circuit around the racetrack. The race is for the win. It's so tough to win in this series. Who has enough? Who will make it back to the checkered flag?
Still there. Number 17 wants to get by you. Clear all around.
Worn tires won't help us. Be careful. They sold every seat in this track, but nobody's using it. Checkered flag is in the air. The leader makes his way to the line. This is the moment of the race.
All clear, buddy. Car inside. Okay, we're clear. I give you an A+ on that one, buddy.
Way to show everyone how it's done.
Jeff, under the lights at Bristol, man, just surviving that night is a task. And then to be in a position to win it at the end, what were you thinking?
Well, I was thinking if I could just get close enough to Rusty, you know, maybe I could either get him loose or give him a little nudge, and it just happened to work out that way. And Rusty and I have been in that position before where you come up on lap traffic, and it's just so important to get by the lap cars at the right moment, the right time. And he had a little slip, and I got to him and tried to make a run on him down the back straightaway, shut the door there, and you know I just used my bumper. Rusty and I have talked about it, and since then it's two guys that were really hungry for a win.
When you get in that situation and the guy gives you a little bit of a block, that almost opens the door to say, okay, I might have to give you a little bump for that to pay back, huh?
Yeah, exactly. If he would have just kept his line, you know, and didn't block me, I might have, you know, not just gone in there as aggressive. But you know, as soon as they put that block on you, you feel like, okay, it's okay for me to go ahead and give him a little bump.
You heard what Jeff was thinking. Let's re-rock them. 2 to 3 to go at Bristol Motor Speedway. Can you get Jeff Gordon the win?
Hang in there, buddy. Just one more spot to go.
The 8 car is looking right. Car high. All clear, buddy. Going inside.
One lap to go. The white flag waves, and we are on our final circuit around the racetrack. The race is for the win. It is so tough to win in this series. Who has enough? Who will make it back to the checkered flag?
Clear on both sides. Good run. Too easy for you, huh?
One of the craziest things we do all year long is race at Darlington. That place was designed to run about 120 miles an hour, and we're running 180. How do you survive?
Well, you stay out of the wall, because that's the toughest thing to do. You hear about the Darlington stripe, but it's such a fun racetrack, but at the same time one of the most frustrating racetracks, and it is all about survival. It's just staying out of the wall, keeping your fenders and your tires on the race car, and hopefully being in that position to get that win.
Now, your car was great on new tires that day. You had a restart late in the going, jumped on them, and got the win right there, didn't you?
I think that really is what did it for us. In the past, winning at Darlington was all about saving the tires, being good in the long run, but in this instance, it was all about being good on new tires, and my car just took off so fast.
All right, it's lap 238. You need to get the lead by lap 240. You got a good car on new tires. You heard Jeff say it. See if you can get in the game and get him the lead.
Okay, you can do this. One more pass. We're in the lead.
Start out low. You're clear.
Ouch! Car still driving okay?
Hold it steady. 3 wide.
The white flag is out. One more
Kevin, when we headed to Chicago last summer, it's a new track for us, but a fun track. You had a spin and a win. How'd you pull that off?
A little bit of luck, but we've always run good at Chicago. We've won 2 years in a row, and unfortunately for us, we spun right in our pit window. So we came in, put some gas in it, and nobody else pitted, and we made it on the end. We made it to the end on gas and won the race.
We allow on these interviews. These are pretty laid back. What was it like knowing gas was going to be close? Were you worried about it?
Well, we couldn't be worried about it because we had Jeff Gordon right behind us, and we weren't in a position to save gas. We thought we could make it, and so we just drove as hard as we could and wound up winning the race.
When Jeff's behind you, you look pretty serious about what he's doing too. You did a good job holding him off. You say you were lucky, but your team made great calls. You recovered from a spin and then held off Gordon, so it was a great day.
It was a great day for us. I think we were up to 4th or 5th, and I just got a little bit impatient. Imagine that. Got a little bit impatient and then spun the car out, and it all worked itself out, and we ran good.
All right, here's the deal. You're at home. Survive the last 3 laps without running out of gas and holding Jeff Gordon off. Get in the game.
Nice and easy now. Running low on fuel.
The 24 car, now low. Hold your line. You're still there. Clear on both sides. Number 24 is outside. Still there. Careful. The 24 car is still there. Keep digging. Okay, we're clear.
Remind me not to ride anywhere with you.
Hello, is this thing off? Number 20 is down low. Hold your line. He's still there. Clear on both sides. Car high.
The white flag is out. One more time around the racetrack. You can either bring back the steering wheel or the trophy. Here's the run to the finish. 1 lap to go. Who will win it?
Clear. The 20 car down low. Clear on both sides.
Let's try to race a little clean. The leader works on turn 4. Checker flag is in the air. Still 7 positions up for grabs. And they head for the line.
Good run. Too easy for you, huh?
There you go. Nice run, buddy.
Okay, and only your second Winston Cup start. You're battling for your first win at Lowe's Motor Speedway in Charlotte. Bobby Labonte right on your tail. What are you thinking?
Well, really, it came before that. Just wanted to make the last pit stop. I just knew if I could, I'd struggled the whole day on getting in and out of the pits, and I knew if I could get in and out and not make a big mistake that we were going to be in pretty good shape.
Well, what do you do when you got a guy like Bobby Labonte biting on your heels? What's your mindset?
Well, just trying to hit my marks and just stay focused and not really worry about him behind me. It's so easy to worry about what the guy is doing behind you and not really focus on what you need to be doing. So really just tried to look out the windshield and not pay attention behind me.
Well, you're going into your full rookie season in 2003. Rookie of the Year honors obviously a goal. What about other goals you have set for your team?
Well, just to be consistent and not run well just at 1.5-mile tracks. That seems to be where Ganassi's the strongest at, but to try to run well at road courses, short tracks, and the super speedways also.
Well, let's get in the game and try to see if you can get him that first win at Charlotte like he got himself that.
You're out front. Stay there, and let's get this win.
Number 18 coming up quick. Showing inside. Hold your line. He's still there. The 18 car is still there. 3 wide.
Take it easy out there. Wow, big lick. You okay?
Start down low.
The white flag's out. One more time around the racetrack. You can either bring back the steering wheel or the trophy. Here's the run to the finish.
Jerry, last year at Sears Point, you had it won, 5-second lead, couple laps to go in the car breaks. Explain the disappointment.
I tell you what, it was pretty frustrating, but overall we had a great car. We were running well, we were leading the race. We had a 5-second lead over Ricky Rudd, and coming off the last turn, gear broke. It's one of those deals in Winston Cup racing.
You always seem to be great at the road courses. Could you give us some tips?
Well, I think a lot of it is growing up, I did a lot of road racing. I started out in go-karts. I went overseas and raced over there in open wheel cars, and I think that helped out a lot when I got into Winston Cup racing. So I had a good lead. I was moving right along there.
Well, listen to this. I got some good news for you. The car's not going to break this time. You got 5 seconds over Ricky Rudd, just a couple laps to go. Can you hold him off and get the win?
I think I can. I'm just going to stay smooth. Trying not to be too aggressive, but then I got to stay on top of my game. So I'm just going to not make sure I not miss a gear, go easy on the brakes, and just be smooth and bring it home in victory lane.
He's going to be on top of his game. Let's get in the game.
Okay, we gotta hold these guys off for the win. 1 lap to go. The white flag waves, and we're on our final circuit around the racetrack. The race is for the win. It's so tough to win in a series. Who has enough? Who will make it back to the checkered flag? Checkered flag is in the air. The leader makes his way to the line. This is the moment of the race.
Oh, yeah. We got this one beat.
Great job, buddy.
Ryan, 2002 was a big year. Nothing any bigger than winning the launch party, though, right?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Racing against Jimmie and Jeff and Kevin there, we had a lot of fun. 2003 game's pretty awesome, EA Sports, and just had a lot of fun that night.
What about tips that you learn on the racetrack that equates to the game and then back from the game to the track?
Like always, you got to be smooth, Michael. I mean, you got to be smooth on your thumbs, you got to be smooth on the racetrack, and you're driving the car with a controller, and it's no different than a steering wheel.
So that had to help you as far as the way you present yourself at the game. Helped you when you won the Winston. Helped you win New Hampshire. You won a lot of races last year.
Yeah, you too. You know how smooth you got to be, and it's just a lot of fun. The game's so realistic. You got drafting involved, and the way the car's set up, and it's just a lot of fun.
Let's get in the game. You want to?
I'm in the game.
Hey, we're in 4th place. You need to hurry up and make some passes.
All clear, buddy. Far outside. Still there. The 24 car that's got a run on you. It's up high. Okay, we're clear.
This is the final lap. 1 to go. The white flag is out. The track is out, but nobody is sitting in their seat. All the fans in, and this one's about to end. This is the final run to the finish.
All clear, buddy. Number 29 up high. I give you an A+ on that one, buddy.
That's the way to do it.
Ricky appeared a couple of times last summer. You had races in the bags, and you cut tires. What's that feel like?
Well, Michael, it's probably the biggest disappointment of your life. You've got the adrenaline flowing. You look like you got things under control. Look like you're shaping up to win the race, and all of a sudden it just ends just like that, like you flip a switch. It's hard to put it in words, but it's a tremendous disappointment.
It seems like you've got Pocono figured out. You really know how to get around that place. Tell us some tips about Pocono.
Well, Pocono is like a big road course, and road courses have been pretty good to me over the years, but Pocono is pretty simple. You drive it down in turn one, use a lot of brake, jam a gear, downshift one gear, make the turn, and then up the next straightaway. It's a lot of horsepower helps a lot at Pocono. Tunnel turn, some guys shift, some guys don't. We leave it in high gear, actually leave it in third gear, run through that corner, and keep the momentum going as much as you can. Keep the car really rolling. Keep that speed up as much as you can so you enter the short chute with a lot of speed. Besides that, you hit the last corner, just keep the car rolling. That's probably the biggest trick to Pocono.
I got some good news for you. There's a couple laps to go at Pocono. You're not going to cut a tire this time. You're going to try to win the race. Can you do it?
Well, we're up for the challenge. Let me put it that way.
Let's get in the game.
Okay, you can do this. One more pass. We're in the lead.
The 88 car is right behind you. All clear, buddy. This challenge, B.
Great job, buddy.
Elliott, the Daytona 500 is the biggest race of the year. Last year, you started in the back and finished in the front. How'd you pull that off?
That's a pretty confusing thought, ain't it? Just being patient, staying in line all day, drafting with guys like you that I know that are going to the front, kind of just picking a line and staying in it. And you stay in that line, save your tires on the outside, and just kind of work your way forward. We missed a big wreck. That was a big part of it. Then we ended up being okay.
Now, obviously, if you could pull off a victory in the Daytona 500, it's huge. I know. What would it mean to you? When you think of the Daytona 500, what's that mean?
I think that's something that can definitely change your career as a race car driver. To have that sit on your mantle at home, and that's something that seems like every time they introduce you, you are the such and such year Daytona 500 winner. And I know what it's done for your career and helped you with your confidence and all this on the speedway. It seems like you've taken off since that. So it'll be a big win for you and your team. It's something that your team works all winter for, and it'd be great to be able to give that feeling back to them to come to victory lane, right?
That's exactly right. I like the way you said that. Listen, there's 2 laps to go. He's behind Burton. Let's see if we can get Elliott Sadler around Ward Burton to win the Daytona 500.
Let's finish this one strong. Take the lead, let's win this thing.
Number 88 is looking to pass.
1 lap to go. The white flag waves, and
We're clear.
Leader works his way off the final turn. The checkered flag is in the air. What an exciting race to the finish.
Wow, nice job. That's the way to do it.
All right, that's what we're looking for.
The 2002 Winston Cup Championship came down to the season finale in Homestead. Tony Stewart had a slim lead in the points and needed to finish. Where'd you need to finish?
22nd.
Darn it, I meant to go through that whole thing and act like I knew what I was talking about. Needed to finish 22nd or better to pull it off. What were your feelings the week of that event, heading to Homestead? What were you thinking?
I have to admit it was probably one of the most nerve-wracking weeks of my entire life. So much pressure had built up to win in the championship and to go into the final race to a track that we had typically always ran really, really well at. I was excited about going there, but at the same time knew that there were a lot of variables out of our control, so I was really nervous.
I thought it was crazy that people were pretty much giving it to you. They don't understand what it takes to finish 22nd. You can't have many things go wrong and finish 22nd in a Winston Cup race.
Yeah, if you would pit under a green flag and a yellow would come out and get a lap down, if you'd blow a motor, if you'd cut a tire, if you'd have someone have a wreck in front of you and get caught up in it, there's a lot of things that could happen that aren't in your control that could take you out of a 22nd place or better finish. So even though it was a track that was really good to us, it was a pretty nerve-wracking day.
Well, Tony did get a lap down that day. We're gonna line you up on the inside of the leader and see if you can get that lap back. Let's get in the game.
Race ain't over yet, buddy. Let's get out there and win this race.
Got one eye.
And now the leader takes the white flag. Just one more circuit around this racetrack, and that'll be the end of this NASCAR Winston Cup Series event.
Clear on both sides.
Professional?
Yep, that'll do it.
Great job, buddy.
The 2002 Pepsi 400 from Daytona Beach, Florida. Michael Waltrip takes the win under caution. Michael, what was it like battling against your teammate late in the going? Well, it was cool, you know. We thought we had a really good car. We thought we could win the race. We didn't really care what Junior did, which way he went, because I felt like I had the car to win, and fortunately I was right. You got a bunch of cushions thrown at you at the end of the race. What'd you think about that? I thought they were giving me a ticker tape parade. I thought they were all celebrating my win, but I guess they were upset that it didn't end under green, that it ended under caution. So maybe we should end one under green. What do you think? Hey, let's get in the game, Mike, and we'll make this one end under the green flag, and we can let you see if you can pull it off like that. I don't even know who you are sometimes. Don't talk to me like that. Get in the game.
You're in first. Let's keep it that way.
The 8 car, it's up high.
They cross the stripe for the final time. One lap to go. The white flag is out. It's checkers the record. Don't hold back. The race to the line. Who will win this NASCAR Winston Cup Series event?
You're clear. shot. That's the way to do it.
All right, that's what we're looking for.
Ricky, take us through those closing laps at Darlington. You were closing on him. Did you think you had time to get there?
I really believed I could catch him. And of course, the old adage, catching one thing, passing's another. And as you know, it's hard enough to go through turn one by yourself on new tires. We tried going through turn one side by side on wore out tires, and you saw what that got us. But then we got a shot off of turn four the last lap, and it was pretty exciting.
A lot of times when there's a wreck, you think your way through it. You look and you react and you drive. Something tells me that was more of a reaction than that was just you jumped on it and hoped it worked. It looked.
You're exactly right. It was all offensive. It was neither one of us were really defending ourselves. It was just a sprint from turn four to whoever could get to the start-finish line first.
And the result, if you wrecked after that, who cares?
Well, that's true, but you know, the really cool thing about that finish was that we went toe-to-toe and we mixed it up as hard as you can and didn't wreck one another. Now, had we wrecked one another before we got back to the start-finish line, you got a controversy. Instead, you got a great finish.
Right, a controversy in which I would have benefited because I was just behind you guys. But, nevertheless, let's put you behind Kurt Busch with a lap to go and see if you can be as smart and as fortunate as Ricky Craven was. Let's get in the game.
You can do this. One more pass. We're in the lead. All eyes are on the leader, and the white flag is displayed. No need to hold back now. It's time to go for it. You either win it or you wear it. The race to the checkered flag. 1 lap to go.
The 6 car is coming right. Number 97 is outside.
The leader works on turn 4. Checkered flag is in the air. Still 7 positions up for grabs. And they head for the line.
Clear. Yep, that'll do it.
That's the way to do it.
Ricky, we head to Texas Motor Speedway. That's a fast racetrack.
Yeah, it's awful fast. It's one of the fastest on the circuit for sure.
When you go there and you're at a place that you're going 900 miles an hour, you don't need everybody wrecking in front of you, but it seemed to Texas, that's what happened. Every wreck, you're right in the middle of things.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that came to be, but it did seem like about every caution and every wreck was right in front of me. And it's, you know, you've been through it 100 times. All you do, you see it, you look at it, you read the wreck, you see which way the wreck's going to go. You get one chance to steer around it. You see it, you read it, you brake, and then you steer, and you got one stab at it. So you don't want to commit to go low when maybe the cars are going high, but you know they're going to come low.
Right.
So you got to read it, and after you read it, make a commitment, and hopefully the hole stays open.
People think you need quick reflexes. That's the opposite of what you need. You got to just go, okay, they're wrecking. Let's see where they're going to head. Is that how you kind of go about it?
Yeah, that's sort of my gut instincts. You know, you think you would want to see something. As soon as you see it move, you'd react. And I had a spotter one time. He saw the wreck, and the guy spun. He went up the track. He came down. He went back up the track. And the whole time he's telling me, go low. No, go high. No, go low. And this went on for seemed like 10 minutes. And I'm sitting there. I don't know if I could have. I would have turned my radio off. You got one chance, to see it, read it, let the momentum carry which way it's going to go, and then you go the opposite way. I mean, that's the plan. It doesn't always work that way.
Ricky was running over 180 miles an hour, saw wrecks, had to avoid him at Texas Motor Speedway. We're going to put you in his car, put a wreck in front of you, see if you can do it as well as Ricky did. Let's get in the game.
Those guys are running awful close up there.
The 43 car is right behind you.
We got some. We haven't had a caution in a while.
Number 2 is inside. 3 wide. All clear, buddy. You conquered this one, buddy.
Woo! That's the real deal right there.
Michael, you won the biggest race of the year 2 times in a row. How do you feel about that?
Well, we all love Daytona. I mean, when I was a kid in Kentucky, all I knew about was the Daytona 500, and I know it's probably a whole lot that way growing up in Long Island with you. All the racing's world attention focused on Daytona in February, so just honored. It's great to have the good cars that Dale supplies us and the DI team gives us. Just thankful to be riding in that car that's so fast.
That's right, and again, make sure your car is fast all day long and run to the front.
one half. Still there. Keep digging. Hold your line. You're still there. Clear on both sides.
Jeff, at the Winston last year, your team pulled a strategic move to attempt to win the race. Tell us about how that developed.
Well, what we did, we looked at the rules for the whole weekend. In the Winston Open format, they had a deal where you couldn't pit with 3 or 4 laps left to go in the race. So we started wondering why that was, and we figured out that all you had to do is pit on the last lap, cross the start-finish line on pit road, and you'd win the race because you didn't have to get up to speed and all that stuff. So we put it into play. Unfortunately, our clutch was slipping, so we didn't win the race. We did finish second.
It was a great night. What about the Winston? Man, it's fun, isn't it?
Winston's awesome, man. It's a great night. It's an all-star weekend where all the teams go out and put out more effort. It's a short race. It's a lot of money. The only reason we go there is for prestige and for money. That's the only reason. There's no points. It's a great weekend.
A slipping clutch. Darn. Let's get in the game and see how it turned out.
You got 3 cars ahead of you. Now do what it takes to get by.
Number 6 is right behind you. Far inside. All clear, buddy. Number 19 is outside. Clear on both sides. Small pass.
Easy on the bumping, buddy. Be careful out there.
Okay, we're clear. Start out low. Nothing damaged. Keep digging, buddy. Hold your line. You're still there.
No white flags out. One more time around the racetrack. You can either bring it back to the steering wheel or the trophy. Here's the run to the finish. 1 lap to go.
Clear. Far high. Number 9 is still there.
This is it. The fans are on their feet. The checkered flag is in the air. The race for the win is on. Who will get it?
Clear on both sides. That's the way to win these things.
That's the way to do it.
Talladega last fall, it was a great race. The DEI cars up front once again. We had a little different scenario, different fuel cell.
Yeah, it made it for an interesting race. Some guys couldn't make it all the way, some guys could, and unfortunately we had the better fuel mileage.
You had a guy right on your bumper, Tony Stewart. He was looking to win a championship. You had to feel pretty comfortable that he wasn't going to do anything too crazy behind you.
Yeah, it felt just like having a teammate back there, but you know, again, you don't know whether he's going to be your friend or not all the way down to the finish line, so I was ready for anything.
So you got to be ready. Be on guard. You don't know if that guy behind you is your friend or your foe. Stay focused and get in the game.
Nice and running low on fuel. That car ain't running much longer. You need fuel.
The 20 car wants to get by you.
Robby, a late caution at Watkins Glen. You were in a position to win the race. What happened?
On the restart, came out of, I guess they call that turn 10, turn 11 combination, and Tony took off in between the two of them, and Ryan, I don't think, was ready at that point to go, which then, you know, you can't pass a car before you get to start and finish line, so that kind of put us a little bit behind. And Tony was able to get it far enough away that it wasn't a challenge to the victory at the end.
Well, you always run extremely well on those road races. Do you enjoy them?
I enjoy the road courses. For some reason, I seem like I've led the last, 5 or 6 of them every time, and something happens. Either we catch on fire in pit lane, or last time had a bad pit stop. We were leading the race at Watkins, had a bad pit stop, came out 10th, had to move our way back up to 3rd, so that's the best we could get out of it. But, if we had it all over again, I think, I would have been closer to Ryan, maybe pushing him or letting him know that we wanted to go, and maybe Tony wouldn't have caught us off guard like that.
Well, we do have it to do over again. Let's get in the game and see if we can get Robby Gordon the win at Watkins Glen.
We're almost to the finish and sitting in 3rd. Keep digging.
Number 21 is looking to pass.
1 lap to go. The white flag waves, and we are on our final circuit around the racetrack. The race is for the win. It's so tough to win in this series. Who ended up? Who will make it back to the checkered flag?
You're clear. Watch it. There's a car on your left.
Hey, we don't need a bad reputation. Let's be a little more careful.
All clear, buddy.
On those tires.
Number 20 made some contact. You're clear. Got one on your right. You're okay.
No leader right off turn 4. Checker flag is in the air. Still several positions up for grabs. And they have one
Bristol Motor Speedway is a wild racetrack. You're not even safe on restarts. Robby Gordon and Jimmie Johnson got together, spun in front of you. You're able to snake through it. There's not a lot of room at Bristol. What's your mentality when you see something break out?
Keep your guard up. I don't even feel safe in my trailer, but you just have to keep your eyes open. It's like driving 500 qualifying laps, and there's going to be something happen, whether you're in the front, in the back, in the garage. So you just have to keep your eyes open and make sure you got your foot close to the brake pedal.
When I go to Bristol, I'm kind of thinking maybe most places you think, okay, you need to be slow to react when you see trouble. You know, just let the wreck develop, watch what's going to happen. But at Bristol, sometimes quick reflexes are a necessity as fast as things happen there.
Yeah, it happens so fast that a lot of times your first reaction is your only reaction, and if it's wrong, you're probably going to wreck.
You heard it right there. Get through this wreck on the restart. Fight your way back to the start-finish line without crashing. Get in the game.
We haven't had a caution in a while.
The 88 car is looking left. Number 88 now left.
Big front is right for the final time. 1 lap to go. The white flag is out. It's checkers or record. Don't hold back. The race is on the line. Who will win this NASCAR Winston Cup Series event?
Hold your line. He's still there. 3 wide. All clear, buddy. Yep, that'll do it.
That was a great piece of driving. Congratulations.
One of the toughest tracks to hold a lead is Martinsville. You were presented with that challenge late in the race there last spring.
Yeah, it was exciting. I knew I had some good cars coming up behind me, and I started watching them in the mirror the last few laps because I knew they were coming on strong. I was keeping my line, but yet at the same time, Matt, Tony, a bunch of other guys started racing side by side. I knew when they got side by side, I was in a lot better shape.
How does that feel? What kind of relief is that when you look in your mirror and you see a couple of guys battling when they were supposed to be chasing you?
Oh, you know, it's always a good feeling. I mean, when that guy in third, he wants to get to second. If he can't win, he wants to get to second. So you say, oh, please be that way, because you want him to challenge that guy for second. If he gets up beside him, then you know you're in a lot better shape.
Well, the caution fell with just a couple laps to go, but Bobby had it in the bag at that point. This time, though, the caution's not going to fly, and you're going to have to try to salvage this win for him. Get in the game.
Hey, we got to hold these guys off for the win.
Number 17 is right behind you.
This one, buddy. Nice work. That's another challenge completed.
NASCAR implemented a rule where if you change engine, you had to start at the back of the field. You tested that rule at Darlington starting last.
I was kind of worried about it. We had a real good car in practice Saturday evening and got in the racetrack Sunday morning. They said, we got to change motors. I said, oh, no, not at Darlington. But the car really drove good and made it through the field.
What's it like picking through traffic at that tight racetrack? Everybody makes such a big deal about just getting around it by yourself, but you had to do it with 42 other cars in your way.
Our car just really drove good that day, and just had to be patient, really patient, not press the issue because knew we had a quick car. And the first caution, I guess, Glover said, "What we're going to do?" And I said, "It's terrible. Can't drive it." And he said, "Well, you're about 2/10 quicker than anybody." So just we got them. So like I said, just be patient. And finally got away in the top 10, and halfway through the race was in the top 5, and then we got the lead and was gone.
Well, you heard it. To win at Darlington, you got to be patient. Let's get in the game and see if you can be patient.
We can still win this thing. Let's go.
Number 20, up high. Hold your line. You're still there. Hold it steady. 3 wide.
Go easy on those Eagles, driver.
All clear, buddy.
Hey, look out.
Far high. Still there. Okay, we're clear. Far outside.
You're not making any friends out there. You want to come sit on this pit box and I'll drive?
All clear, buddy. Number 16, it's up high. Clear. Far high.
Play nice.
All clear, buddy.
And the leader takes the white flag. Every position still up for grabs. They're batting further back to back, trying to get the best finish they can this event.
Got one down low.
Wow, big lick. You okay?
The 23 car is coming left. You're clear. Don't be surprised if he pays you back for that. That's the way to win these things.
Way to go.
A lot's been made about the importance of starting up front, but you took starting in the back to a new level at Michigan this past year, spinning early in the going, remaining on the lead lap. What do you think was up ahead of you after that?
Well, I figured after I didn't hit the inside wall that I was going to have a chance anyway. My car was so loose at the start, it just got away from me. And I thought this is going to be a day that we're just going to have to be patient and see what happens, adjust the car. And it took about 3 pit stops to get it adjusted, and then I knew that we had a chance because of how good the car was.
Was it loose all day on new tires, or did you get it fixed after the start?
Actually, it got to the point that I got a little bit tight, and we had to come back because that kind of spooks you a little bit whenever you spin out. So I got it to the point of being too tight, and then we came back and got it freed up on new tires, which made it really good on a long run.
Dale spins in the early going, gets to pit road, gets out and stays on the lead lap. That's your challenge. Can you do the same? Get in the game.
All right, let's go and win this thing.
The 19 car is looking to pass. Got one down low.
And now pit stops occurring out on the track. One car peels off the track and heads down pit road all by himself. And he begins that long journey down to his pit stall. Not quite sure if this is an unscheduled stop, but definitely a problem for this car.
Casey, one of the toughest situations to be faced with is late in the 125s here in Daytona, and you need to transfer. You're right on the bubble. What's going to be your mindset with this target car if you are in that situation?
I'm going to hold her wide open, man, do everything I can to get up in the front and stay inside that top 14.
You're coming into your rookie season with NASCAR in NASCAR Winston Cup competition. Sterling's got to be a great teammate to have in that situation.
Definitely. Sterling having all the depth and knowledge that he has, and he's done that for so long, you know, it's really going to be a benefit in helping me and Jamie throughout this year.
Well, let's get in this target car and see if we can get Casey into the Daytona 500 through those tough 125-mile qualifying races. Let's get in the game.
Time's running out. Hit the gas. Let's go.
When we head to North Carolina Speedway, you worry more about how you're going to keep your car stuck to the road. You had a couple of challenges late in the going. You needed to keep your car stuck, and you had a guy ahead of you.
Yeah, I did. Knowing Kurt Busch was hungry for a win, and he was the hottest guy on the circuit right then, knew my work was cut out. But I could also see that he was driving his car pretty hard and that he was on the free side. And especially whenever he would catch traffic, I could see that he really needed to pass him on the outside. If he started to go to the inside, his car wanted to break loose. So I knew my best opportunity, if I could get to him, was going to be whenever we caught traffic, I might could slip inside.
Isn't it cool to be racing your car and have your car so well under you, knowing so much about your car, you can forget about it somewhat and think about what you need to do to get the guy ahead of you?
Yeah, it doesn't happen a whole lot, and I think that it's nice that these people know that sometimes we do have to think, just besides putting the pedal down, you know, that we got to look at what we're doing. But that's a good feeling to know that your car is that good, you're going to have a chance.
We're going to put you behind Kurt Busch with a couple of 3 laps to go. Remember, you got to think like Dale and see if you can get around him and get the win. Let's get in the game.
Be much grip left in those tires. Stay focused. Car pass. The 97 car has got to run on you. Start out low. You're clear.
Do you get a little extra bounce in your step when we head toward Atlanta?
It sure does seem like it, doesn't it? I've noticed that myself.
Your cars always perform really well there. You had a dominant car again this past March, excuse me, but it came down to another one of those late in the race shootouts.
Well, you know, as you know yourself, it's a great racetrack to race on, and we've had some good cars there in the past, and this was no exception. That Interstate Battery Chevrolet was awesome, fast all day. Jeff Gordon got me on the start. Man, I had to get him back.
When you got beat into turn 1 on the start, what was your thinking? Did you say, okay, just chill out, you'll get him, or did you think maybe, I can't chill out, I better get him right now?
I was pretty mad. That really made me mad because I thought, you know, I led this race for a long time. I've run up front all day. I had a good, fast race car. I do not need to lose it on this restart here. So I was more mad than cool.
And your pass was aggressive and fun to watch. You kind of had to give him a little bit of a shove and made it to the front.
Yeah, most people probably wouldn't think that would come from me. But again, it goes back to having a great race car, great race team, having a fast car, and able to catch him at the right place, and you know, just gave him enough of a nudge to get him the attention that I was there.
You're in the car. There's 2 laps to go. Can you get around Jeff Gordon and get the win? Get in the game.
Let's finish this one strong. Take the lead. Let's win this thing. Number 8 coming up quick.
Ryan, what are your thoughts on Texas? It's the fastest track we go to. You got any secrets there you'd like to share?
Well, the cool part about Texas is it's super smooth. I mean, like glass, and it makes it fun to race on, but at the same time, it doesn't take a whole lot to get the car loose or get out of control. But like you said, it's really a fast racetrack. It's fun. A little bit of everything is involved there, the drafting, the downforce, and obviously you got to have a good car and good teamwork.
Well, the crazy thing in Winston Cup racing these days, you can have a dominant car and find yourself, due to pit strategy or a number of things, not being able to get in touch with the leaders. Matt made a great call on pit road. What did you think when he said, we're taking 2?
We just, we were in a position where if we took 2, we were guaranteed to be in the top 3 or 4 cars at the end of the race. And if we had a good car like we thought we did, we could challenge for the win. Unfortunately, it paid off. If we'd have come in and took 4 tires and everybody else took 2, there was a good amount that took 2, then we would have been 4th or 5th, battling track position, 50 laps to go. You didn't know if there was going to be 2 or 3, 5 yellows. And it just seemed like the right thing to do at the time.
Well, it worked out. We're going to put 2 tires on your car, not 2 cars on your tires, because that wouldn't be fair. 2 tires on your car and see if you can get the win. Get by Dale Jr. like Ryan did. Get in the game.
You're in second. Let's take this guy. The 24 car is looking left. Number 24 is down low. All clear, buddy. That's another challenge completed.
Well, Johnny, at Rockingham, the tires were worn, the gas was low, you had Martin right on your bumper. Take us through those last few laps.
I tell you what, the last few laps were pretty interesting, obviously. I mean, we had a pretty good race car. We were able to get up to the front, keep looking in the mirror, see Mark Martin there, and I thought, okay, things will be okay, you know, and then I keep looking, okay, Mark's getting a little closer. And then, you know, like I say, he was just right there waiting for me to make a mistake. I don't think he was quite quick enough to beat us, but if I'd have made a mistake, he'd have been right there, and wasn't sure if I was going to win that race until I got to that line.
Did you ever think for a second that you were that close to your first Winston Cup win and you had all these issues, Martin, fuel, tires? Did any of that go through your head, or were you just concentrating on your job?
Well, I was concentrating on a job. You know, maybe about 20 laps earlier, I was worried about the fuel and stuff like that. But then once Mark got there, fuel deal's out. Either I'm going to make it or I'm not going to. And we knew it was going to be close, but we were able to obviously get to the end and pull it off. But outside that, man, I was just worried about the road in front of me. I wasn't really watching behind me too much. And, you know, just because I knew it was Mark, I thought, okay, everything will be okay. I'll just run my line, do what I got to do. If he gets there, he gets there. And if he doesn't, that's just good for us.
Well, there's 5 laps to go. Johnny's chasing that elusive first NASCAR Winston Cup victory. Let's get in the game and get him the victory.
Running low on fuel. Be careful.
The 6 car is going low. Got one down low. Forget about him. Focus on the race. Clear.
Looks like some extra hours in the body shop this week.
Number 97 is down low. You're clear. Number 6, it's up high. Car looks okay. The 6 car is still there. Okay, we're clear.
Be careful, you're using up those tires. No car to finish with.
They cross the stripe for the last time. 1 lap to go. The white flag is out. It's checkers or record. Don't hold back. The race is on the line. Who will win this NASCAR Winston Cup Series event?
The 97 car, it's up high.
This is it. The fans are on their feet. The checkered flag is in the air. The race for the win is on. Who will get it?
Number 97's all over your back bumper. We got this challenge beat.
Way to show everyone how it's done.
All right, we're at Atlanta Motor Speedway. You're running 5th with 4 laps to go in the Aaron's 312 last fall. Let's say the roles are reversed. It's the Winston Cup race this spring. What do you do to get your first win at Atlanta?
First win at Atlanta, just keep it on the bottom if I can. If not, keep it at the top. Top or the bottom. Middle's no good. Top or the bottom, keep the throttle down.
Middle's no man's land. You want to be out next to the wall or right down on the bottom of the track. Tires going away a little bit, maybe up high if they're new, down low?
Up high if they're old, new down low. If it's a pit stop and a 5-lap dash, it's on the bottom.
Now, you're running for Rookie of the Year honors in 2003, obviously, just coming off of a great Busch season, winning the championship. What are some of the other goals besides the Rookie of the Year title that you've set for yourself and your team for 2003?
Well, it'd be awesome to get that first Winston Cup win, certainly, and we got our eyes set on that. I'm hoping that later in the season we'll be competitive and get our first win.
Well, let's step back a notch or two, put him behind the competition, running 5th with 4 laps to go at Atlanta, get in the game and get him a win.
Hey, we're sitting in 5th. Let's get going.
Number 8 is still there. gaining on you. Clear on both sides. Marlin. The 20 car is still there. Okay, we're clear. Number 20 is outside. The 20 car is still there. Number 20 is still there. You're clear. The 88 car is outside. Number 88 wants to get by you. All clear, buddy. The 88 car is inside. Clear all around.
The white flag is out. One more time around the racetrack. You either bring back the steering wheel or the trophy. Here's the run to the finish. 1 lap to go. Who will win it?
Still there. Number 88 is still there. Clear on both sides.
And the leader races back to the stripe. The big question is, does anybody have anything for him? Here they come to the stripe. The fans are on their feet. Who will win?
Got it. Way to go.
Woo! That's the real deal right there.
Ward, you started off 2002 with a win in the Daytona 500. But let's shift gears to New Hampshire International Speedway. You're leading that race, new configuration, tight track. What are some of the tips about getting around that track?
Wow, you know, Mike, that's a tough racetrack. You know, it looks like a little type of bull ring that we were all brought up on, but we've got long straightaways. You've really got two apexes. You got an apex when you first enter the corner, got to put a lot of steering wheel angle in it. You got to get through with your braking so the car will turn, let the car slide up a little bit, and it's the guy that can get his nose pointed the quickest, that can feed throttle. I don't mean hammer it, but feed throttle and come off that corner straight, so one's going to run the fastest.
He would know. There's all the information you need to get Ward the victory again. Let's re-rack it. Let's start with 3 laps to go, and you're in second at New Hampshire International Speedway. Get in the game.
Back in third. Get up on that wheel and let's win this race.
Number 2 is all over your back bumper. The 1 car is outside. Still beside you. Take it easy. Number 88 is up high. The 88 car is still there.
And the leader races back to the stripe. The big question is, does anybody have anything for him? Here they come to the stripe. The fans are on their feet. Who will win?
That was awesome. So much ride challenge.
Way to show everyone how it's done.
Ricky, winning the pole at Darlington has got to be one of the toughest things to accomplish in this sport. Everybody knows how narrow and tight that place is. You got to throw it all out there. What was it like?
Well, I don't know if there's such thing as a perfect lap, but I had my favorite race car, and psychologically you need every advantage you can get at Darlington. And for that particular lap, I had it, so it was enough to win the pole.
Start out in the race running strong, huge wreck. You don't really see a wreck that big at Darlington, usually right off turn 2, and you got caught up in it.
Got caught up in it, and it's typical of Darlington, though. If there's a wreck, it's so narrow, so hard to get through something. And to have a good car and be in a wreck like that, you say, it's got to be the equivalent of fishing and getting it almost in the boat and having it get off the hook.
Well, listen here. We're going to make a deal. 5 laps to go. You got through that wreck. You're lined up trying to win the race. Can you bring it home?
Well, that's the part that you always suffer from. You'll never, ever know. But I know that having won at Martinsville, and you know what it's like when you win, it's like the difference between thinking you can and knowing you can.
Let's get Ricky that win. Let's get in the game.
Hey, we're sitting in fifth. Let's get going.
Number 8 is outside.
Go easy on those Eagles, driver.
The 8 car is looking hot. Clear on both sides. The 29 car is up high. You're clear. Right side.
Hey, we don't need a bad reputation. Let's be a little more careful. Be careful. You're using up those tires.
Okay, we're clear.
Looks like some extra hours in the body shop this week. That was a great piece of driving. Congratulations.
You've always performed well at Richmond. This past fall was no exception.
Yeah, Richmond's always been good to me, Mike. Kind of brings me back to the days at Nashville. The track's kind of similarly shaped, and always had a great race car there too, so that really helps. But for the most part, it's a short track, and I think all of us enjoy those short tracks because we grew up on them back in Kentucky and Tennessee and places like that. So it tends to I enjoy going there, and that tends to make me run good.
You concentrate on running around the bottom or high, or what you're thinking as you enter a race there?
That racetrack really offers a lot of grooves, especially after the sealer wears off. We run on the bottom for a while. The new tires wear out, you tend to move up. We run 3 lanes up at times there, so just move around. Try to find a groove where your car works.
Jeff finished 3rd at Richmond last fall. He told you need to move around, find a groove that works. Get him the win late in the going at Richmond. Get in the game.
All right, we can win this thing. Just a couple more passes and we got the lead.
The 8 car is looking to pass.
Try to keep the fenders on it. Keep the tires in good shape to be fast, buddy. This is the final lap. 1 to go. The white flag is out.
17 car down low. You conquered this one, buddy.
There you go. Nice run, buddy.
When we get ready to race at Daytona, everybody talks about missing the big one. You were fortunate enough to drive through one this past July.
Yeah, we were, and that's what you always hope for at the restricted plate races is when the big one happens, just hopefully you make it through it and don't get hit and come home safe.
Did you see it develop, or were you kind of up the middle of it before you even knew what was going on?
Well, you kind of see it develop, then you find yourself in the middle of it before you know it. So it's kind of a little bit of both there, but we were fortunate enough to get through that one and make it through.
Jeremy got through the big wreck and survived for a 13th place finish. Can you get him through the wreck? Let's get in the game.
Haven't had a caution in a while.
Number 5 is going high. Going inside. 3 wide. Hold that line. Clear on both sides.
As the leader races back to the stripe, the big question is, does anybody have anything for him? Here they come to the stripe. The fans are on their feet. Who will win?
Good run. Too easy for you, huh?
There you go. Nice run, buddy.
Dover's a great track. You've performed really well there. Added twists last year, though. You were on old tires with 22 laps to go and had the whole field behind you on new ones. What was your thinking?
I was thinking I needed to run like crazy. I had Bill Elliott chasing me from behind, and for how aggressive you have to drive that track on old tires, I had my hands full. Loose in, fighting the car through the center of the turn, and then running out of racetrack coming up off onto the straightaways. You hold your breath through each corner and hope that you have a thing pointed straight at the end.
Did Bill dictate where you were running on the track? Did you run low or high because of him, or did you decide to run your own line and hope he couldn't get you?
Well, he was coming on newer tires, so I definitely had to do some mirror driving to make sure that I put my car where he wanted his car to be to put him in an aero disadvantage. So luckily things worked out for me.
You heard Jimmy put Bill in an aero disadvantage, took his line away from him. You've got 3 laps to go, you're on worn tires. Can you win this challenge? Get in the game.
Your tires are worn, but you can still win this thing.
Number 9 wants to get by you. Car inside.
Settle down.
Clear all around. Got one down low.
Go easy on the car.
The 9 car is still there. Take it easy.
You're not making any friends out there.
Number 9 is still there. The 99 car is outside. You're clear. Car low. Clear all around.
Finish into the final lap. 1 to go. The white flag is out. The track is out, but nobody is sitting in their seat. All the fans are in, and this one about to win. This is the final run to the finish.
Number 12 is coming low.
This is it. The fans are on their feet. The checkered flag is in the air. The race for the win is on. Who will get it?
Good run. Too easy for you, huh?
Great job, buddy.
Terry, you've always performed well at the road races. Where does that come from? Do you know?
No, not really. Sometimes you can go to them and you can run good. Sometimes you can go there and do the same things and not run good. But for the most part, we have done pretty well on them.
Last June at Sears Point, you came home with a 3rd place finish. Had some old tires at the end of the race. What kind of a concern is it when the guys are lined up behind you on better tires than you?
Well, Sears Point's a pretty tough place for me on new tires. And so, I kind of knew I was a sitting duck there on the old tires, and we were able to hang in there pretty good, and we wound up finishing 3rd.
Well, this is your challenge. There's 3 laps to go. Your tires are older than everybody else's. See if you can hang in there like the Iceman did and get you a top 5 finish. Get in the game.
Your tires are worn, but you can still win this thing.
Number 21's all over you back bumper.
All eyes are on the leader as the white flag is displayed. No need to hold back now. It's time to go for it. You either win it or you wear it. The race to the checkered flag. 1 lap to go.
Got one on your right. Still there.
Stay alert. Take it easy on those tires.
Okay, we're clear. Hard to your left. The 20 car is still there. Number 20 is still there. All clear, buddy. Got a car on your left, buddy. Clear.
As the leader races back to the stripe, the big question is, does anybody have anything for him? Here they come to the stripe. The fans are on their feet. Who will win?
The 20 car wants to get by you. There's a guy on your right. All clear, buddy. Oh, yeah! We got this one beat.
Great job, buddy.
Mark, 2002 was a great year for you and the Pfizer team. You raced for a championship, the win at Charlotte and $1 million. You almost won at Dover. Caught Jimmie Johnson late in the go. And take us through the thinking as you're closing in on possibly another Winston Cup win.
Well, we had a lot of problems getting started on new tires, and you know, all day the fast cars would get away from us. So as that, we had just enough laps, and I knew when that restart happened that it was going to be close, and we dropped back a straightaway back, and then our car started coming and coming on, and I knew I was going to catch him, but I knew that it was going to be hard. You know how it is when you run somebody down and it's less than 10 laps to go. It's pretty difficult to get by, and I made a couple of runs at him in traffic, but the cars were pretty close to the same speed, and it was just it was exciting, and it was a great run for us.
Well, what's your thinking at a place like Dover where you have so many grooves and traffic's a factor, you're equal or maybe a little bit better than the guy leading? What are you trying to figure out in your mind in order to attack him and get the win?
Well, you know, Michael, I like to run the bottom, you know, and you like to run the top. And that works good for me because when we're racing, you know, the bottom lane is usually open for me. But Jimmie saw me coming, and he moved down to the bottom of the racetrack. And a lot of times that's what I'm thinking, you know, I have to figure out a way to get by. And usually, unless I've really got a guy beat pretty good, I've got to figure out how to get under him. And Jimmie did everything right. He saw me coming. They figured out. He moved down. He was running up in the middle of the track, and he moved down to the bottom, and I didn't have the middle figured out good enough to get the job done.
Well, let's line it up again. This time, you know what Mark's thinking. He needs the bottom. Let's see if we can get the win at Dover for Mark Martin. Get in the game.
Let's finish this one strong. Take the lead. Let's win this thing.
Beside you. All clear, buddy. Number 21, top 5. You're clear. That bump didn't hurt us. The car's okay. Hold your line. He's still there. Be patient. Still there. Still there. Still beside you.
You sure you're a professional?
The white flag is out. One more time around this racetrack.
buddy.
Nice run.
Joe Homestead last fall, you had the car to win the race. Led a bunch of it, but a late caution and some guys that used some different strategy got ahead of you. All of a sudden, you're 8th or 9th on the restart. All those cars to pick off in a very few amount of laps. What was your thinking?
I was kind of stuck. You know, you get when you start 8th on the outside row, you're 16th, and it's just hard to pass those cars, especially when there's very few laps left, and you end up burning your tires up, and that's pretty much what happened.
Well, what about passing cars at Homestead? It's a flat racetrack. I know it's hard to do. Do you try to get them in the corner or on the straightaway, or what is your MO when you're racing at Homestead?
Man, you have to get them as quick as you can get them, anywhere you can get them. If you have to outbrake them getting in the corner, run on the apron, run through the grass, whatever you got to do, you have to do to get by them quick.
Well, you heard it. Let's line it up. 5 to go. Joe's trying to cut through traffic and catch Kurt Busch to win this race. You can run on the apron, you heard him say that, or you can go high. Let's get in the game and get it done.
Time's running out. Hit the gas. Let's go.
Carlo. Hold it steady. 3 wide. The 10 car is passing low. Still beside you. Keep digging. Still there. Okay, we're clear.
Easy now. Gonna need some of that grip later.
Going inside. Number 38 is still there. You're clear. Hold it steady. 3 wide. Clear on both sides. Car high. All clear, buddy. Car outside. Okay, we're clear. The 99 car is outside. Clear on both sides. Number 97 is gaining on you. Number 99 is inside. The 99 car is still there.
Save your tires.
The 97 car is outside. Clear all around. Car inside. All clear, buddy.
Go easy on those Eagles, driver.
Number 99 down low. The 99 car is still there. Okay, we're clear.
Gotta keep the tires in good shape to be fast, buddy.
Number 99 is down low. Hold your line. He's still there. You're clear. Car down low. Still there.
Take care of the car as best you can, buddy.
Still there. Still beside you.
Easy now. Gonna need some of that grip later.
All clear, buddy.
The white flag is out. 1 lap to go with this one. If you have anything left, you have to show it now. There's no need to save it. This is the final lap. Can you do it? Who will win here in this event?
The 99 car is inside. Number 99 is still there. Some contact with the 99 car. Clear on both sides.
They sold every seat of this track, but nobody's using it. Checkered flag is in the air. The leader lets his win the line. This is the moment of the race.
Got it. Way to go.
Way to show everyone how it's done.
Steve, Richmond Saturday night under the lights, that's a fun race for the competitors, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, all of us kind of grew up racing under the lights on Saturday night, so we'd love to go to Richmond and repeat that.
When we went there last summer, you led that race quite a bit and had a real strong run in your Pennzoil Pontiac. Except it's a Chevy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I drove the Pennzoil Pontiac. Did you know that?
I sure did. Actually, I used to watch on TV quite a bit.
When you were a kid?
When I was a kid.
You led the race and wound up finishing in the top 10. Tell us about your night.
It was actually a great night. I mean, we worked hard to get the Pennzoil Chevrolet to be a car that would turn good and get a lot of bite up off the corner, and that's a main trick with Richmond is getting a car to turn good, and then when you do that, getting a forward bite, you need to get up off the corner. So if we can do that, we can go back and win that race again. So I recommend anybody that races Richmond, make sure you have a lot of bite up off the corner.
There you have it. Steve got behind a little bit late, got 4 tires, and was trying to cut his way through the field. He had a lot of cars to pass. See how far you can get up through the field. Get in the game.
We need a win here. Pedal to the metal.
Number 6 is gaining on you. The 6 car is outside. Clear on both sides. Up high. You're clear.
Take it easy out there.
The 12 car is up high. Still there. Clear on both sides. The 17 car is still there. You're clear.
One lap to go. The white flag wave, and we're on our final circuit around the racetrack. The race is for the win. It's so tough to win in a series. Who has enough? Who will make it back to the checkered flag?
Clear on both sides.
Yeah, that'll. Great job, buddy.
Rusty, anytime you go to Phoenix, you seem to be the favorite. You always run well there.
Well, I appreciate that. It does always run good there. I finished second the last time I was there. I think the key to that racetrack is getting in turn 1, and when you get in turn 1, you got to stay way out against that wall, then get that left front wheel right down on that white line and keep it down there as long as you possibly can. And then there's a lot of cars, when you get down to 3 and 4, they really get high in the racetrack, but you don't want to do that. You want to keep it down low, and Phoenix has been a good track for me.
You had a couple more laps. You think you could have caught Kenseth?
I don't think I could have caught him if I had a couple more laps. I think I'd need another pit stop and maybe one more adjustment to get right. So maybe a shock adjustment, a spring adjustment, and put me right there.
You heard it. Rusty needed to work on his car a little bit. Here's your challenge. You're running second with just 3 or 4 laps to go. Can you get Rusty Wallace the win?
Third. Time to make your move.
Number 6 is coming high.
Take it easy on those tires. Save your tires.
You're clear. Number 17 is looking right. The 17 car is outside. Clear on both sides.
us. Be careful.
One lap to go. The white flag waves, and we're on our final circuit around the racetrack. The race is for the win. It's so tough to win in a series. Who has enough? Who will make it back to the checkered flag?
Clear all around.
They sold every seat at this track, but nobody's using it. Checkered flag is in the air. The leader makes his way to the line. This is the moment of the race.
You conquered this one, buddy.
Nice run.
Mike, we went to Rockingham last fall. Your team qualified well, raced great all day long. What are some of the challenges you're faced with when you go to Rockingham?
Tell you, Michael, Rockingham's tough. You love the tires for about 3 laps, and then you hate them for the rest of the run. And how you treat them the first 5 or 6 laps is very instrumental to how they're going to treat you late in the run. Rockingham's never really been a great racetrack for us. We had a pretty good run there last year and had a good run going this year there. So I always just try to take care of the tires, and hopefully they'll take care of me later on.
Now, in the middle part of the race there in last fall, it looked like you had a car that could win that race.
Yeah, we had a really good car. The Kodak Max car was running good. It was the Max car then. Now it's the Kodak Racing car. So
perfect touch.
Yeah, perfect touch and racing, and it does a lot of things. But our car was really good. It takes a whole effort, as you know, being a 2-time Daytona 500 winner.
Thanks.
Everything has to fall into place.
Thanks for throwing that in there.
Yes, I'm a little upset about one of those, but the other one you really deserved.
Well, listen, Mike was racing hard at Rockingham. Late in the race, he's fighting to get in the top 5. Can you get in the game and get him a top 5 finish?
Okay, here we go. Not much time left in this one. Let's get a win here.
The 17 car is coming high. Got one high. Clear all around.
Dale Jr., Daytona is a special place. We've raced so well here together. Last July, we were 1-2 late in the going. What was your mindset as we entered those last 4 or 5 laps?
Man, it was really crazy. I had one side of me wanting to run second and help you win, and the other side of me was wanting to go for the win myself. It was a tough decision.
You pulled out. You shot to the outside as we entered turn 1. What did you think when you looked in the mirror and nobody was behind you anymore?
It wasn't a good sight. I thought for sure somebody would help me, but nobody did, so I went to the back. But I should have probably stayed in second. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know, man. I should have. Maybe I should have stayed in second. Maybe I should have went for the win. But I went for the win, and it didn't work out.
But you know now that you did go for the win, and it wasn't anything you left on the table. It makes me feel good that I won knowing you.
You earned it.
That's right. Here's your challenge. Dale Jr.'s running second to me late in the going. Can you pull off a 1-2 finish for DEI? Do whatever it takes and get in the game.
Okay, you can do this. One more pass. We're in the lead.
The 2 car is right behind you.
Dale, when we race at Michigan, everybody talks about all the room, the grooves there are to battle there. Do you enjoy going to Michigan?
It's probably my favorite racetrack, Michael. Just a lot of reasons because of that room. And you have to adjust as a driver because you might start out running on the bottom and end up running on the top and then come back to the bottom before the race is over.
A late caution, a red flag late in the going. You got tires, restart ninth. Did you think you were going to get all the way to the win, or did you know what was laying up there ahead of you, Matt Kenseth?
I knew it was going to be tough because of that number of cars in front of me, and we had so little time to get there. But I knew my 4 tires were going to let me go to places that other guys weren't going to be able to that didn't have any or might have had 2. So I knew I had a shot at it. I just needed about 1 more corner.
That's right, and you know what? You talked about all that room with those fresh tires. You could go all over the place and get where you needed to be. You're going to restart 9th with 5 to go. Can you get Jarrett to the front?
Over yet, buddy. Let's get out there and win this race.
Number 24 is gaining on you.
Hey, look out!
Okay, we're clear. Three wide.
Save your tires.
They're on both sides. Small pass. 3 wide. 3 wide. Hold that line. The 21 car is still there. You're okay. Okay, we're clear.
fix.
Hello, is this thing off? Number 97 is still there. Take it easy. The 97 car is looking left. Clear on both sides. Number 97, down low. Clear. Car high. The 97 car just hit you. Hold your line. You're still there. Keep digging. Number 97 is coming up quick. Got one down low. Clear on both sides. Well, remember that one, the 97 car.
This is the final lap. One to go. The white flag is out. The track is on, but nobody is sitting in their seat. All the fans are in, and this one's about to end. This is the final run to the finish. They sold every seat in this track, but nobody's using it. Checkered flag is in the air. The leader makes his way to the line. This is the moment of the race.
Go easy on the car.
I give you an A+ on that one, buddy.
Nice run.
Matt, Richmond last fall was a wild night for you.
Yeah, it was exciting for us. We had two blown tires and, still came back to win.
What happens? What's your mentality? Does your game plan change any once you go a lap down or two? Or are you on the gas wide open every lap, so it don't matter what you are?
Well, for me, I get really frustrated, but yeah, you try hard and you probably tend to overdrive your car more and, try to get your laps back, but it definitely frustrates you when it happens.
What about your car that day? Were you fighting any problems with it? Why did it keep blowing tires?
That's a good question, something we really never figured out. I think we were just too low on air pressure in the right front, so we put air pressure in the right front and tried to be careful with them when they were new, and other than that, our car handled perfect all night.
How often do you get a dominant car like that? That car was right.
Not very often, and when you get them, you definitely hate to lose when you have them. So when you have them, you definitely want to take advantage of it and win with them. So it don't happen very often like that, especially at short tracks for me. So that car really ran good all night.
Well, listen, Matt's a couple laps down. He's on the inside. You need to get your lap back and stay ahead of the leader for 3 or 4 laps till the caution comes out. Let's see if you can get in the game and do what Matt did.
We haven't had a caution in a while.
Car high. The 12 car is still there. Number 12 is about to put your lap down. Okay, we're clear.
Outside.
steady. 3 wide. Okay, we're clear. Good run. Too easy for you, huh?
That was a great piece of driving. Congratulations.